Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. In the heart of Hope Valley, where every glance, gesture, and whispered promise seems to carry the weight of an entire world. When Calls the Heart, the complete season 6 captures a chapter of love, loss, and renewal like never before. This season stands as one of the most emotionally layered and visually breathtaking journeys in the beloved Hallmark series, taking viewers deeper into the lives of the characters who have become like family. Watching it on DVD is like stepping back into a world where time slows down, hearts heal, and hope always finds its way home. The season opens with the town still mourning the loss of Mountie Jack Thornton, whose passing in the line of duty left Elizabeth Thatcher in a haze of grief. Months have passed, but the wound is still tender, and the echo of Jack's presence lingers in every corner of Hope Valley. Erin Crocco's performance as Elizabeth reaches a quiet depth this season. She conveys heartbreak and courage with such authenticity that you can almost feel the tremble in her voice as she tries to move forward for the sake of her newborn son. Jack Jr., watching her balance motherhood, teaching, and the effort to rediscover joy becomes one of the most touching threads of the season, as Elizabeth begins to open her heart to new possibilities. Two men enter her world in ways that will define the show for years to come. Lucas Bouchard, played with suave confidence by Chris McNally, arrives as the mysterious new saloon owner. His charm and sophistication immediately intrigue the townsfolk. But there's something deeper about him. A past he keeps tucked behind, polished manners and poetic quotes. Then there's Nathan Grant, portrayed by Kevin McGarry, dedicated Mountie who embodies integrity, duty, and quiet strength. His resemblance to the late Jack in both profession and demeanor is impossible to ignore. And for Elizabeth, his presence stirs both comfort and confusion. Season 6 plants the seeds of this emotional triangle that would later define the series. Yet in this season, it's about subtle looks, hesitant conversations, and moments that make viewers wonder if love truly gets a second chance. The DVD format brings an added warmth to the storytelling. Each episode glows with that familiar golden light that Hallmark is known for, a soft palette that makes Hope Valley feel like a painting. You notice the small details more closely. The wooden texture of Abigail's cafe counter, the steam from Clara's teapot as she serves guests, the gentle flicker of lanterns as dusk settles over the valley. There's a sense of intimacy in the pacing of season 6. It doesn't rush toward drama, but instead lingers in the quiet, letting emotion breathe. Abigail Stanton, portrayed by the beloved Lori Loughlin, remains a cornerstone of the community throughout much of the season. Her leadership as Hope Valley's mayor shows a woman who has learned to balance compassion with strength. Her friendship with Elizabeth continues to be a guiding light for both of them, one offering wisdom, the other courage. Their conversations about motherhood, loss, and the future are beautifully grounded, reminding viewers why Hope Valley thrives not just on romance, but on connection and shared humanity. However, Abigail's storyline takes a sudden turn near the end of the season, marking a pivotal shift in the series' direction. Her departure leaves a palpable void, one that symbolizes change and growth, but also the bittersweet reality that life in Hope Valley, like real life, never stands still. One of the joys of When Calls the Heart, the complete season 6, is watching the supporting characters continue to evolve. Rosemary and Lee Coulter, played by Pascal Hutton and Cavan Smith, bring humor, warmth, and genuine heart to every scene they share. Rosemary's dramatic flair continues to entertain, but this season, viewers see a more vulnerable side of her as she begins to long for motherhood. Lee, with his gentle patience and unwavering love, proves once again why he's one of the most beloved husbands in the Hallmark universe. Their story becomes a mirror of love that endures, not the love of first sparks, but the love that deepens through laughter, patience, and shared dreams. Clara Stanton, Eva Bourne, and Jesse Flynn, Aaron Buckholz, also step into the spotlight. Their courtship brings a youthful tenderness to the show, reminding viewers of the early days of Elizabeth and Jack. Jesse's growth from a troublemaker to a responsible man ready to settle down gives his story a satisfying arc. While Clara's grace and faith anchor their romance, the scenes of their engagement and the gentle moments they share in the cafe or by the churchyard fence add an innocence to the tapestry of Hope Valley, a reminder that love continues to bloom even amid change. Meanwhile, the arrival of new residents shakes things up. Fiona Miller, Kayla Wallace, enters the town as a spirited telephone operator with modern ideas that clash delightfully with Hope Valley's traditional pace. Her independent nature and sparkling personality make her an instant favorite. Representing the new era slowly dawning on the frontier, with Fiona's arrival, the show subtly explores the balance between progress and preserving the heart of the community, a theme that feels timeless. Every episode of the DVD plays like a gentle wave of emotions, a story that rises and falls with the rhythms of life. One moment you're laughing at Rosemary's latest over-the-top idea. The next you're wiping a tear as Elizabeth reads aloud in her classroom, her voice breaking slightly as she remembers Jack. The show doesn't rely on big shocks or cliffhangers. Instead, it builds emotional resonance through quiet honesty. It's in the way Elizabeth looks at baby Jack when she whispers that his father would be proud. It's in the way Nathan hesitates before knocking on her door, unsure if he's ready to open his own heart. And it's in the way Lucas watches from a distance, knowing that love must be patient if it's to be true. Technically, the Season 6 DVD release enhances the viewing experience with its crisp visuals and clear sound, immersing viewers in the world of Hope Valley like never before. The colors of springtime fields, the snow-dusted streets, the candlelit interiors are all rendered beautifully, giving each episode a painterly quality. The bonus features add even more to the journey behind-the-scenes glimpses, interviews with the cast, and featurettes that reveal how the creators bring this heartwarming world to life. Listening to the actors talk about their characters gives fans a new appreciation for the effort that goes into crafting each emotional beat. Season 6 also explores new dimensions of faith and resilience. Hope Valley has always been more than a setting. It's a metaphor for healing. After tragedy, the town gathers stronger than before, whether to rebuild after a storm, to welcome a new baby, or to comfort someone in grief. The church, the schoolhouse, and Abigail's Cafe act as anchors of the community, each representing love, learning, and nourishment, both physical and spiritual. Elizabeth's journey as a teacher, mother, and woman rediscovering her strength becomes an emblem of that hope. Watching her read stories to her students while baby Jack coos nearby feels like a tender reminder that life always continues. Even when hearts have been broken, Lucas's charm introduces an intriguing layer of mystery. He's not your typical Hallmark hero, polished, a bit enigmatic with a poetic soul and a secret past. When he reads Elizabeth passages from a favorite novel, or when he quietly repairs the school's roof without being asked, you sense a man trying to earn trust, not demand it. His gestures speak louder than words, and his eyes often tell stories of a life that hasn't always been easy. Then there's Nathan, whose struggle to balance duty with emotion makes him both endearing and tragic. He wants to protect Elizabeth, but fears stepping into a place that once belonged to another man. The unspoken tension between them creates a delicate push and pull that keeps viewers hooked without ever feeling forced by the time the final episodes unfold. It's clear that Season 6 is a bridge between grief and renewal, between past and future. Elizabeth's final scenes show her beginning to smile again, not because her pain has vanished, but because she's learned to carry it with grace. Hope Valley feels different by the end, slightly more modern, yet still rooted in the same simple values: kindness, faith, and community. And though Abigail's absence looms large after her departure, her legacy remains alive in the people she helped shape. Watching When Calls the Heart, the complete Season 6 on DVD feels like returning to an old friend's home. You notice things you might have missed before, the way the sunlight filters through the schoolhouse windows, or how Lee looks at Rosemary when she isn't watching. The pacing allows you to savor those moments, to sit quietly with them. It's a season that doesn't just tell a story, but invites you to feel it. Every episode reminds you why this series has captured hearts for over a decade, because it believes unabashedly. In the power of goodness, there's a moment near the end of the season that encapsulates everything. When Calls the Heart stands for. Elizabeth stands on her porch holding baby Jack as the sun sets over Hope Valley. She looks out toward the horizon, not to the past, but toward what lies ahead. The wind rustles through the trees, children's laughter echoes faintly from the distance, and for a moment, all is calm. That single-frame mother and child bathed in golden light says more than any dialogue could. It's about faith restored, love rebo,